Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to Naturally Immune for Life. Today we have probably what you've all been waiting for, which is how to do natural oral immune therapy. If this is something you would like to try at home, but I would suggest that you would begin with either Seisei Marai products or Bravo yogurt products so that you will know what to expect and how you can judge this at-home method against a gold standard, so to speak. So I would just recommend that for practically any product. If you'd like to try a less expensive version, you should at least know what the expensive version is and does and what makes it a gold standard. But nevertheless, I assure you that good old bovine colostrum is a gold standard and it will remain so. Simply because, as you'll see throughout many places in my site, it is a bioactive substance. So now that we've gone over many, many times what fundamentally is the condition encompassing up to 95% of conditions, your inability to, your poorly developed or damaged microbiota, your inability to synthesize and create vitamins, your inability to create energy, and your tolerance, which is inability of the immune system to see and respond properly or appropriately. So, as you'll see, I gave a little brief overview here of understanding GcMAF, and that's in this post, Immune for Life DIY MAF. Understanding GcMAF and natural immune therapy. GcMAF for short is GC protein-derived macrophage activating factor, one of the most powerful immune activating compounds ever discovered. This substance is naturally present in the human body and plays a key role in helping our immune system fight off cancer cells, viruses, and other foreign invaders. Japanese researcher Dr. Nobuto Yamamoto developed a step-by-step method to create a purified GcMAF by using two specific enzymes, B-galactosidase, also known as lactase, and sialidase. When used together, these enzymes transform a common blood protein called GC protein. It's also found in many other organs, etc. It's not just it's a blood protein. But this modified protein strongly stimulates the immune system without causing harmful side effects in humans. B-galactosidase is an enzyme that breaks down complex sugars containing galactose. And you can read on in my site on the importance of galactose. Galactose helps your immune system to see, and it works by cutting the glycosidic bond that links galactose to other molecules. This enzyme, often used in food and digestive supplements as lactase, is essential in the GcMAF creation process. It acts on the, I'm not even sure if he used galactose. I think he actually used mannose or something, another enzyme, in his first experiments. So anyway, this enzyme, often used in food and digestive supplements as lactase, is essential in the GcMAF creation process. It acts on the sugar portions of the GC protein, trimming them to allow for the next step. Sialidase is the second enzyme involved and prepares the GC protein for final activation. This two-step process is critical for converting the GC protein into its powerful immune-boosting form, GcMAF. GcMAF has been developed and studied extensively in Japan, particularly by Seisei Murai Medical Clinics in collaboration with scientists from the University of Tokushima. Starting in the early 1990s, researchers advanced the therapy into a more stable and potent second-generation product by 2011. The newer version of GcMAF is 10 to 20 times more powerful than the original and is produced in sterile clinical settings at Seisei Murai's Cell Processing Center. It has been safely administered to over 1,000 patients with few reported side effects, usually mild and temporary. I believe they're on their fourth or fifth generation GcMAF. GcMAF works by activating macrophages, special immune cells that serve as the body's first line of defense. The word macrophage comes from Greek and means big eater. These cells are derived from white blood cells called monocytes and are found throughout the body. Macrophages are essential for both innate and adaptive immune responses. Their job is to engulf and digest anything the body recognizes as harmful, including bacteria, viruses, debris, and even cancer cells. Once activated by GcMAF, macrophages become more aggressive and effective in defending the body. When exciting, and when it comes to debris, if you did not have macrophages, you could generate up to 2 tons of debris, cellular debris, in your lifetime. So that would be autophagy, and you absolutely have to digest cellular debris and or recycle it. One exciting area of GcMAF research is in natural oral immune therapy, including the development of GcMAF containing yogurt. This yogurt was developed by Dr. Marco Ruggiero. This yogurt is made by fermenting milk with specific strains of beneficial bacteria that naturally convert the milk's GC protein into active GcMAF. This process creates a symbiotic food that combines the well-known health benefits of fermented dairy with the immune-enhancing effects of GcMAF. GcMAF yogurt offers 2 key benefits. First, it helps the body naturally produce powerful immune-stimulating molecules. Second, it supports the restoration of a healthy gut microbiome, which plays a crucial role in regulating immune function. Since a large portion of the immune system is located in the gut, maintaining a balanced microbiome is vital for overall health. Enzymes from certain strains of microbes found in yogurt and kefir are capable of converting milk GC protein into DBP-MAF, another form of GcMAF. Today, there are many functional foods and supplements that contain GcMAF or similar macrophage activating factors. These products are often used by individuals with weakened or suppressed immune systems, including those with cancer, autoimmune diseases, or chronic infections. Because GcMAF works by enhancing the body's natural immune responses rather than replacing them, it's viewed as a promising low-risk alternative therapy. In summary, GcMAF is a naturally occurring substance that plays a critical role in immune function. It can be created in the lab or through fermented dairy using specific enzymes and beneficial bacteria. GcMAF has shown promise in clinical applications for cancer and immune disorders with minimal side effects. As a natural immunotherapy, it represents a hopeful path forward for strengthening the body's defenses in a safe and effective way. And I included the recipe here, which I call bovine colostrum super milk. And it is what I used specifically after trying Bravo yogurt, because in the beginning, Bravo yogurt was a little too powerful for me. And I'm going to give you some tips. And I just found it wasn't because of the Bravo yogurt, it was because of my condition. So I want to make that perfectly clear. Well, I'm not going to go into why, that would take too long, but just rest assured it wasn't because of the Bravo yogurt. So the exciting thing is this is from the source this week is from a new research, and it was published in 2024, September 2024, from let me get this right. Molecular Biology, and this is from the Russians, and the title is Production of GcMAF with Anti-Inflammatory Properties and Effects on Models of Induced Arthritis in Mice and Cystitis in Rats. So they had, I believe they had an over-inflammatory condition. Well, let me try to phrase this as simply as possible. When something was pro-inflammatory, it alleviated it, and when something was suppressed, they got it to work properly. Let me put it that way. So they did both functions. So let me see here. Let me just go back and did I lose my page? No, wait. Here we are. I have a simplified version here. GcMAF is naturally modified protein that helps regulate the immune system, especially by activating macrophages, cells that play a key role in inflammation. In this study, researchers successfully created a version of GcMAF with anti-inflammatory properties by treating the precursor protein with specific enzymes. This preparation was then tested in animal models of two diseases, arthritis and cystitis. Arthritis in mice and cystitis in rats. In mice, the arthritis induced by an adjuvant. The treatment significantly reduced joint inflammation. Interestingly, lower doses took longer to show effects, but still helped calm the immune response over time. The preparation appeared to influence how immune cells, especially macrophages, behave during different stages of inflammation, suppressing overactive metabolism in the early phase and restoring it later, which may help balance the immune system naturally. Okay, so that's what I meant to say. They influence the immune system system, suppressing it in its overactive stage and restoring it later in its suppressed stage. In rats with chemically induced cystitis, GcMAF injections helped repair bladder tissue and blood vessels. This is a strong sign that GcMAF may not only reduce inflammation, but also promote tissue healing. Researchers observed that this anti-inflammatory form of GcMAF guided immune cells to produce beneficial cytokines like IL-10 and TGF-beta, both known for reducing inflammation. Because diseases like rheumatoid arthritis and interstitial cystitis involve immune system imbalance and tissue damage, these findings suggest that GcMAF could help restore healthy immune function in various inflammatory conditions. Overall, these positive results support further study of GcMAF as a potential therapy for inflammation-related diseases by safely guiding the immune system toward healing rather than harm. So there you have it, 2024, in a country, not Japan, not Italy, not people who have been disparaged all over the internet ever since GcMAF was discovered. And the research continues, and it still shows the same promising results. And it is from another source, a completely different country, doing the same experiments and trying to figure out how it does what it does in restoring the immune system to homeostasis, no matter the condition. So, okay, more proof positive, and you can get what you need in this week's posts to begin. And again, it is 4 to 6 months to restore gut function only, and up to another 18 to 24 months, depending on your condition. And I would also like to remind you that is the minimum and optimum breastfeeding schedule, which in some countries should actually go longer, up to 48 months. But regardless, if you do have a condition, this is probably something you are going to be doing for the rest of your life if you were not breastfed. Although the verdict is still out on that. I don't know how they would ever show that clinically, except in a disease like cancer, where they would have to go back post 10 years, post 5 or 10 years, to ensure that patients remained cancer-free. Some tips: make sure you use whole-fat mammal milk, whole-fat mammal milk yogurt, whole-fat mammal milk kefir if you can get it. But, and the reason for that is colostrum dissolves best in fat. And this will make you drink extra creamy with no lumps, and your colostrum will dissolve completely in the fat found in whole-fat mammal milk products. You must add a little milk for the lactase, and even though it works if you use store-bought yogurt, I think you'll find that it is more potent if you make your own yogurt, especially if you can make yogurt from a probiotic capsule that contains more strains than what can be found in store-bought yogurt, which I buy one of the commercially produced yogurts with 6 strains, which is very uncommon. So if you can make your own yogurt with a probiotic capsule, I think you will find that it is more potent. Although don't take that to mean it's better or that it will work faster. I just think you'll notice a difference more. Even though the other one works as well. Trust me, I've done them all. I've done store-bought yogurt. I've done homemade yogurt. I've done homemade kefir. I always say kefir, sorry. Kefir. I've done homemade kefir. I've done homemade yogurt. I've done store-bought of each. I've done low fat when I couldn't find or when they were out of whole fat products, whole fat mammal milk products. I've used everything under the sun, and as long as you have your bovine colostrum, your whole fat mammal milk, or your yogurt and your kefir, which contains the probiotics that you need and the friendly yeast that you need, you will convert the GC protein in bovine colostrum into a form of deep binding protein, MAF. Did it that way. Okay, everyone, that's it for this week, and I truly hope you will share this far and wide, because I know that most people do not care about the science. They do not care about the explanation. They just want to know what to do, how to do it, for how long to do it, and here it is. But for, some people have to be convinced repeatedly. So this is why I simplified everything and went through everything again from the beginning of my new site, Naturally Immune for Life. Okay, thanks a lot for your time, and I'll see you next time. You have a great day and a great week. Bye.